sophisticated. He's crude, and he's rude, and he's a bully, and he insults people. And this is not who we are. We conservatives need to be reserved and buttoned down. We need to be respectable. We need to not provoke people. We need to show that we are not the extremist madmen that the left says that we are. And so, I don't know what your reaction is to that, but I'm fed up with it, because who was our nominee in 2008? It was Mitt Romney, right? Now, what was Mitt Romney? Look what you won't find in all of American politics, you will not find a more decent guy, in however you define decent. You will not find a more moral guy. You will not find a more reserved, sophisticated, polite, well-mannered guy. And look what they did to him. I don't have to recount everything. George W. Bush refused to even reply to some of these defamatory attacks. He refused to take the White House into the gutter in the office of the president. Look what they did to him. They took his approval numbers down to the 20s. And yet, the never-Trumpers on our side and a bunch of others continue. Trump is just he's too crude, he's too mean, I'll tell you what, Donald Trump is beating them. Donald Trump is beating them back. Donald Trump is driving them insane. Donald Trump is not acting like our side always does. Like, we have to show Democrat voters and independent voters that we're nice, that we're not the extremists the media says. So we go overboard trying to impress a bunch of people that are always going to hate us and are never going to vote for us. And Trump realizes, screw that. And he just tells people what he stands for and goes about trying to accomplish it, and is in the process of doing that. Millions, over 3.7 million new jobs in just a year and a half since the 2016 election. So I think it's clear how the left needs to be dealt with, and Trump is showing it. Well, this led Trump last night, and I just remember how George W. Bush specifically, not only would he not respond to the media or the Democrats, he gave orders to his staff not to. So it eventuated the media and the Democrats could say whatever they wanted about George W. Bush, and there was never a response, much less in kind. But Trump had some things to say about Bush 41 last night, and so now the Bush political apparatus is all over responding to Trump in ways they never would respond to Democrats. Here is the president last night in Great Falls, Montana, Make America Great Again rally.
1,000 points of light. What the hell was that, by the way? 1,000 points of light. What did that mean? Does anyone know? I know one thing. Make America great again, we understand. Putting America first, we understand. 1,000 points of light. I never quite got that one. What the hell is that? Has anyone ever figured that one out? And it was put up by a Republican.
Right. I was 0.773, by the way, just to make sure everybody remembers. I was 0.773 of the 1,000 points of light. Well, I haven't seen details yet, but apparently the Trump political apparatus is firing right back at Trump over this, which is fine. I just want to remind you, when the Democrats attack him, not a word. When the Democrats try to destroy him, not a word. When the Democrats drove George W. Bush's approval numbers to high 20s, not a word. When Trump goes out there 1,000 points of light stuff and makes a joke about not knowing what it is, then they get in gear. Look, the Bush family, they have a special spot in my heart, but this is still a teachable moment here, folks, about how our side just cannot get animated against the people really intending us harm, but will carry out all kinds of vendettas against people on our own team. Here is Trump triggering the crowd with the Me Too Pocahontas joke and telling the crowd to keep it a secret.
I'm debating Pocahontas, right? You know those little kits they sell on television for $2? Learn your heritage. I'm going to get one of those little kits. And in the middle of the debate, when she proclaims that she's of Indian heritage because her mother said she has high cheekbones. That's her only evidence. We will take that little kid and say, but we have to do it gently because we're in the Me Too generation, so we have to be very gentle. And we will very gently take that kid and we will slowly toss it, hoping it doesn't hit her and injure her. And we will say, I will give you $1 million to your favorite charity, paid for by Trump, if you take the test and it shows you're an Indian.